What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're talking about a brand new film coming out later this week, and that movie is called The Donor Party. Written and directed by Thom, Harp, and starring people like Malin, Erinn, Bria, Henderson, Rob Corddry, Jerry O'Connell, and many more, The Donor Party tells the story of a woman who just really wants to have a baby. Let me start this off by saying a big thanks to those beautiful people over at Vertical Entertainment for sending me over an early screener for this one so I could check it out and talk about it with you guys here on the channel. Always a pleasure to check out any early movie that I've never seen before, a little bit early, and so again, a big thanks to them for sending me over this screener. The Donor Party stars specifically Malin, as she is a woman who is recently divorced. She's not really happy with her life, and she's always wanted to have kids. She wanted to have kids with her ex-husband, who didn't want to have kids at all at the time that they were married, but shortly after he gets remarried, ends up actually getting his new wife pregnant a second time. And so Malin is pretty sad about this and talks to her best friends, trying to figure out, is she just done? Is she done as a woman? Is she never gonna have this happy life that she wants? And ends up kind of conceiving this weird plan with her friends at a upcoming birthday party to try and sleep with a bunch of men without them knowing that the intention is to be pregnant by them, but not have them be involved. She doesn't want to be in the relationship with them. She wants good, nice men that her friends can kind of try to arrange something with, that she can sleep with at this birthday party, where she can maybe poke holes in some condoms or try to trick them to just go raw dog on her, just solely so that she can end up getting pregnant and finally have the life that she wants. This is a comedy, if you guys were curious as far as the tone of this film, and yeah, that's a very interesting premise. I can't say that there's a movie I can think of off the top of my head that I've seen that has a similar premise. And what I'll start off by saying when it comes to this movie right out of the gate is I thought the performances were the best part of this movie. The cast is 110% elevating the material here. I don't necessarily think this was a beautifully written film in any way, shape, or form, but I don't necessarily think it was a terrible written film. I think that there could have been a funnier movie in here, but for me, what I would say is this was a bit of a middle of the road comedy with a really solid cast. I really want to highlight that part. I thought that the cast was great. I really enjoyed all of their performances. They're what kept me going. While I found this to be just a middle of the road film, I didn't find it to be great. I didn't find it to be bad. It's just a movie that existed. I found the performances to be the thing that kind of just kept me moving from scene to scene, because there were moments where I found myself chuckling. There were moments where I found myself smiling at some of the moments in the film, but I'd be lying if I said that I was cracking up throughout the course of this film. And as it is a comedy, unfortunately, I found that most of the comedy in this film kind of fell flat for me. When it comes to the filmmaking of this film, beyond the performances, I thought that the movie was competently made, well edited. There is some cheesy Lifetime original movie kind of music throughout the course of the film, and when it comes to cinematography, it's a pretty, straightforward, competently shot movie. There isn't an abundance when it comes to the filmmaking that's really outstanding here. This is a movie that tries to rely on its pretty bizarre premise and some of these really awkward moments to try to be really funny and something engaging. And while I say all of this, I do want to recognize 110% that if you're watching this and you saw the movie and that's why you clicked on this review and you're thinking, well, I like the movie, I can't believe you didn't like it, I do recognize that this is one of those movies that will wholeheartedly have an audience. I think there is going to be an audience for this movie who is going to like it a lot more than me. So this isn't a review where I'm going to sit here and say, oh wow, you shouldn't watch this movie because I didn't like it. I think this is more about me just kind of talking about what I thought as somebody who loves film, loves critiquing film and talking about film. And what I could say overall was this was a passable film. I think if you come across this on Netflix, Hulu, some streaming service in the future, I think it's worth checking out. This movie comes out later this week on March 3rd. I believe it's going to select theaters as well as straight to VOD. So you may be able to find this movie in not too much time on some streaming service at some point. But as far as my just general thoughts on the movie, it's a cute movie for what it is. It's a little bit raunchy. It's trying to be naughty and silly and kind of, a ladies' night out kind of movie at the same time. There's definitely some funny parts of the movie. I thought that Erinn and Bria Henderson, without a doubt, were the standout performances in terms of comedy. There's a whole segment of this film where Erinn character's under the influence of a specific drug, and it's pretty funny. I think her performance is pretty hilarious throughout the course of that portion of the film. But beyond that, you know, I just found it to be a passable good time. Not anything that's gonna blow your socks off, not anything that's gonna make you super excited to like put it on again and watch it with your friends. I don't know that this is a movie that's gonna have people busting out laughing, but I do say that again, knowing that I think that because of the silly stupidity of this humor and the fact that humor is definitely subjective, more so than just movies in general, you know, I think there's going to be an audience of people who throw this on, maybe have a laugh. I think if, you know, you kind of get together for a girls' night kind of thing, because this is more of a, you know, more of a chick flick to an extent, but I don't really believe in that idea of a chick flick. You know, I love plenty of movies that are considered chick flicks, but I think that there's going to be an audience that enjoys this film. So if this movie sounds like something that's up your alley, if it sounds funny to you, check out the trailer. I think it's worth watching at least one time, and that's probably what it's going to be for me, a one-time watch. Not anything I hated, but not anything I loved at the same time. So a big thanks to you guys for watching. You know, if you check out this movie and you liked it or you didn't like it, whatever the case may be, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Hit that like button as well, because it helps the channel out, and subscribe for more videos. And if you guys want to talk spoilers on the movie, we can definitely do that down below in the comments. I didn't want to do that here in the video, as the movie has not been released just yet, but I'll leave it in your guys' hands now. A big thanks to you guys for watching once again. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.